My name is Ty.
Finally, we are at the conclusion of the Tyler saga, and we will see how she totally sold the car and fixed everything. Oh, before I forget, let me reset the bingo card here. Yes, finish and reset the bingo card. Reset the bingo card. What is it? It always does this to me. I don't know how it decides to be weird. Oh well. What do we need today? The title is even exhausted. Very true. So we're gonna need It's Not That Bad. Car wash. Obvious sponsor plug. Student loan for a degree they don't use. Balance is close to or above limit. Homeless. Unrelated sad story. S&P 500. Caleb is not a magic pill. Basically no retirement. Gambling. Never learned about finances. Crazy thumbnail / title. Free space. Eating out is greater than groceries. I have to eat. Concerned about credit score. Mental health mentioned. Building back debt after consolidation. Not a credit card person. Buy now, pay later. Caleb hits the table. Taking money from family or friends. Blaming debt on others. Payday loan. And late fee. I'm surprised, or I'm disappointed that was fired isn't on here because, we'll see.
Lauren. I'm 24 years old, and I'm based in Austin, Texas, and this is Financial Audit.
Okay, so this is a follow-up episode. You don't have to see the other follow-up
Hello
episodes
there.
too. This is just going to be like any other audit.
How are you doing today?
This is your third time coming back. The second time was quite upsetting because you didn't make any progress. Now, I've purposely not looked at a single thing. In fact, we literally just printed this, so who knows what order it's in, because you also just sent it. But
she just sent it.
I don't know what's up with anything, but I really hope you improved because I've laid out a plan for you once, and I'd say it potentially even got worse. And then I laid out a plan for you again to just slightly improve your life and try to get your life into
I got my nice gamer subs. So it's cherry flavored. It's really good. And I got my hot dog breakfast. So I'm having a good day. More gamer subs. There we go.
better position. I hope you did that. Have you tried to improve your life at all? Financially speaking, of course.
What was the camera?
No.
Why? Why possibly?
So I started a new job,
what?
And I was working at a restaurant, and unfortunately, I got fired yesterday. It was very upsetting.
Yesterday?
Yesterday. But I am doing side hustles.
Sorry.
I am doing side hustles, and I'm going to obviously look for another position. It was a really good.
Why were you fired?
Not sponsors. I just really like gamer subs. I don't have any sponsors.
Like, downtown is very, but it's just really hard to park. It's really hard to find parking.
Not really, but go ahead.
Well, just that area they make it really hard for you to park.
No, they don't.
I mean, it's annoying. Austin parking, annoying as hell. I will say that. And generally, you have to pay for parking garages.
Go ahead.
Well, it's like $40.
Okay, it costs money, but it's not hard to park because there's like a billion parking
lots. I'm not sure about $40.
I've never had an issue finding places to park, but yes, it's
depends on where you are.
Right, I refuse to pay $40 a day just to go to work. That's ridiculous.
Sure, okay.
Yeah, no, hard is accurate. I'd agree with that.
And so, so they fired me because I was late a few times. Around maybe 5-10 minutes late, twice.
Okay,
and
makes sense.
I had a little personal breakdown one day, and I had an unexcused absence. And then
Did
last
you call
one,
and tell them something was happening? Like you could have said, we're sick or something. And I know that's hard during a breakdown situation if it's a mental health crisis, but
right.
Take the bus.
I told them the day of, so they didn't. They still account that as unexcused.
Okay. So they fired. Did you explain the parking thing?
Yes, I explained the parking.
What did everyone else do that you worked with? Because obviously everyone else had to deal with what you were dealing with.
Very true.
I honestly didn't ask them, but so the last straw. So I arrived. I clocked in at 5, so I won't be late. And I ended up going to park my car, and that took about 30 minutes to find the parking because the lines are ridiculous. And I wanted to go to the Marriott to park. But the line was really long. The valet's too long to do.
Where in downtown?
Aren't you kind of stealing from the company?
Downtown. It's on Cesar Chavez.
Being clocked in.
Okay. like how close to, I'm sorry for people who are not from here, but I just want to understand some logic. How close to like Congress?
Like 5 minutes, maybe less than that.
So it's like right there.
Pretty much right there, yeah.
Okay, I know a parking garage 3 blocks from there where you can park for about $7 through the middle of the
Absolutely
night.
wage,
yeah,
wage theft and an insurance liability.
You said when you
I wonder why she got fired.
$20. But
or
now,
anything. I refuse to pay anything to go to.
Why'd you get this job then? Because you
refuse
were in an area that requires parking.
I had no idea I had to pay for parking. So they
in downtown.
How long have you been in Austin?
4 years.
You didn't know you had to.
4 years, and did you just never go downtown in 4 years? Because it's very annoying to park down there. Because you have to pay for everything.
To park downtown?
I never go downtown.
Okay, so when did you start this job? How long ago?
It's been 4 weeks. I only was working there for 4 weeks.
I was gonna say, okay, if you learned that immediately, I'd be upset if like multiple days in a row someone wasn't showing up.
Yeah.
Now I would try to work with them based on their situation, and then of course mental health crisis. So that's not something I would fire someone for. But
fair enough.
Of course, if someone was like consistently late.
Oh yeah, let me like this video before I forget. If you're on YouTube, please like and subscribe. Follow on Twitch if you want to join the Rat Pack over here. That would be cool.
The logic wasn't as sound.
It was only twice, literally.
I know, but twice in 4 weeks. If
yeah.
it was twice in 6 months, this would be a different conversation.
Right.
Fair enough.
Twice in 4 weeks. So every other week you were late at least once.
Yeah.
So
when you put it that way.
Thing that I said, so I know I wasn't supposed to do this, but it's the only way so I wouldn't show up late. So I went in the alleyway and I clocked in at 5, and then I went to go park my car, and that took about 30 minutes because I wanted to get the free parking. So I had to wait in line.
How much were you making at this job? What was your hourly?
I guess it's somewhat related because that's how she got fired.
To start with?
So it's hosting. I wanted to do bar back.
I don't know.
Okay.
They lied to me. I went up there and I said,
they lied to you?
I want to do bar back. And I was going up there for the interview, and then the lady says, "Oh, we're not hiring for bar back. Then why did you tell me to come?" So I ended up just taking the hosting because I was like, I liked the spot. It was really nice. I liked it. It was very flexible. And
okay, how much were you making?
14 plus tips.
Okay. Ooh. So for the pay of how many hours were you working each shift?
That's better than most for the.
Okay. So so
that's better than most for waiter stuff. But then you have to pay for the parking. But it'll probably pay for itself, so it's probably worth it.
I don't like that it was a thing. I'm not like actively cheering it on.
Right.
For just a half an hour. Just a half an hour. You could have parked the entire shift.
Oh yeah, she was getting more dental assisting. Remember when she was going to school for dental assisting last episode, and it like never comes up again? Because I guess that didn't she pay like $4,000 for the school? And it's nope, just gone now. It's gone. Yeah, dental assisting is generally always needed, yeah.
An hour of the pay.
What do you mean?
You said you made 14 an hour plus tips. For just half of that, I personally know a parking garage where you could have parked your entire shift for the pay of what equals a half an hour before tips.
Yeah.
You could have done that, and you could have had this job for as long as you wanted.
Right, I didn't really have a whole lot to even pay for parking.
Yeah, $400 a month or something crazy for the school. Yeah.
Well, that's.
You know how most jobs fair. You have to wait 3 weeks to get paid.
No, I get that, but so you didn't have $7?
No, because it was complicated. Yeah. Like I had a transfer.
Oh my gosh.
I was negative.
You were negative?
I'm negative on another account, and
dude, we were supposed to fix this. I gave you very clear ways to get out of this situation. Oh, sorry, we went down a rabbit hole with this job, and I can definitely understand. Okay, so maybe we haven't worked in a bit, and we're going into a new job. We don't have the money to park at the beginning. Like, I don't find it excusable that you wouldn't be able to park eventually, but okay, at the beginning you're not being paid, and most businesses in downtown area now, this is a restaurant, so maybe it's not a thing, but hopefully they voucher, but. Yeah, wasn't a thing. I would have talked to your coworkers about what you're doing. Plus tips. Don't you get tipped out nightly?
They didn't hand it to me, but it was on my check.
Okay, so it got included in the check. Gotcha. Okay.
I'm guessing
because that depends on the place as well. But either way, we went down the rabbit hole of that restaurant. Why the did you possibly not follow my plan? Why?
With the car? Because I refused.
The car was just a fraction of it.
Oh
the
my
fact
gosh,
that you're negative in your accounts again, when I laid out very concrete plans that, though required sacrifice, were still quite easy in the grand scheme of things.
You had to pay to get stuff off your credit.
What?
What? What are you talking about? In your checking accounts,
that wasn't part of the plan, was it?
Very clear.
I don't think it was.
Methods so that you never had to be negative in your checking accounts again. Why are you negative again?
So I guess we can't do never learned about finances because Caleb keeps on trying to teach her.
Dude, I wanted you to do so well. And I hope this isn't. I hope you're not setting an example for other people who are on this show. And this will probably be the last follow-up we do until you actually make some progress in your life. But I mean, this is so sad. Are you not sad about this? I'd be devastated. I am devastated. I shouldn't care about your situation more than you do. And you've put no actions behind getting better. We haven't even looked at any accounts yet, but you've put no actions behind trying to get better.
I'm being very positive. I've been praying. I'm trying to open up a business and doing side hustles that I found out about.
What business?
Okay, and I can't speak on theology all the best, but there is isn't there something in there that says prayer without action is essentially stupid, said in Caleb Hammer words?
That sounds familiar, yeah.
Okay, but have you? The action that I said?
This is the general saying of God helps those who help themselves.
Or you're doing the actions that you think are best instead of following what is proven to actually work.
To be honest, I the only thing that I remember that we went over is mostly
remember, you could have watched the video. You could have watched it any time. Or you could have asked me.
Right.
Hey, you have his number.
Anyone ordered trips up to 30% off because we delivered. Summer Black Friday.
I just didn't want to rewatch my video, so I gave up. That action is stupid. Caleb 316. Yeah.
So you have no job right now.
I'm actually doing a cleaning service.
Okay. How many hours are you working with them?
Hardly none, but it's better than nothing.
Okay.
Well, sure.
What is hardly none?
How many hours?
It's on call. So if they post a job, then you accept
through a
it
service,
or you don't accept
this is one of those hire a maid type things. It's not like you're working for a company where they have cleanings ongoing that are scheduled and they send cleaners out.
Yeah, I refused to do that because then I had.
Well, you refused to do a lot of things, and guess what? That made you lose a job.
Stop refusing to do things.
Stop refusing things, and we
that
act
are trying
to
that are actually good for you.
I just want to be flexible to do the things that I like.
I don't give a about the things you like. I like you not being negative in your checking account. We can do things we like when we're in a better position. What's the point of this?
That's fair.
What's the point of Okay. Nope, I'm not gonna. I don't want to be.
I'm staying positive.
Okay, positive is fine. Positive is fine, and there's definitely a time and place.
There's a level of delusion to your positivity, though, Tyler.
But there's also reality. Just being positive about your situation, which is clearly a bad situation, is just ignorance.
A lot of research and slowly
research about what?
Doing the action.
What is the action?
Slowly, because it's been 6 months and you've done none of the action. So what's the research?
Research on side hustles.
Like what? What did you learn?
Stuff like that.
How many hours a week are you working at this place?
Oh my gosh.
Minimum to none. I took the first.
Minimum to none is not a number. Give me a number. How many hours a week are you working on average at this place?
2 hours.
Okay, then that's not a job, dude. That's not a job.
Well, because I'm doing that for now because I literally just got fired yesterday. So I did the job actually the next day.
And that's the job that we had to make this earlier than I wanted to because you had to go to it, right? The job you got fired from?
Right, yeah.
Oh, jeez. Well, I am sorry that you got fired. I would obviously never want anyone fired. I understand why you got there, but
I've done my own research.
It was so bad.
2024. I think this was 2023.
They treated me like I did a crime. They said I'm never allowed in the building.
Yeah, because you did a crime. You actually did do a crime by clocking in when you weren't working. That's a crime.
I swear. They're like.
I'd like to hear their side before I make any quick judgments.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to take a quick moment to thank today's video sponsor, Factor. Factor is the perfect meal delivery service for people who Factor can customize your order based on your taste preferences and meal history. So head to factor75.com or use the link at the top of the description below and use code HAMMER50 to get 50% off your first meal. That's code HAMMER50 to get 50% off at the link in the description below.
And then I use, so they written me, maybe I probably would still had it, but I actually, because I'm having issues with just phone and paying for things.
Okay.
That, like, I had to switch phones with my boyfriend. It's literally insane. But
yeah, speaking of that,
I use their iPad to text someone, and they're like, "Oh, we were gonna write you up because you're using company property." So I forgot to delete it.
Dude.
So to be clear, you're working 2 hours a week right now.
What?
That's your
I think that company is justified in firing you. I'm gonna be honest.
Because you got fired yesterday. That's your life is 2 hours a week right now. So we clearly need to go get another job to replace this job immediately. Have you applied to a bunch just starting last night? And this morning, have you applied to a bunch of different positions, maybe being a waitress, hostess, bar thing, whatever?
Yes, a million. And I
a million.
So the lady, so I found I've actually was like sleeping in my car at one point, and then
homeless. Where's the homeless? I know I had it. Homeless. For the record, I think they probably overreacted because if I wanted to manage adults, if they wanted to manage adults, they shouldn't have hired her. Fair enough. Fair enough.
She found a live-in nanny position. She ended up letting me live there.
Who's letting you watch their kids? What?
Bar thing, whatever?
Yes, a million. And so the lady, so I found I've actually was like sleeping in my car at one point, and then I actually found a live-in nanny position. She ended up letting me live there. And she's paying me on the weekends. So, I didn't even mention that. She's paying me on the weekends to watch her kids. And on the weekdays, I have time to basically do whatever I want. I have another job.
You live there?
I live there.
All the time?
All the time.
So your rent is nothing?
Rent is nothing.
That's awesome. That's good because that puts you in a position where you can start making progress on things. Now, what is this? Tell me what this is. You sent like...
that might be like mine. I think that's mine. Does it say Chase on there?
It looks like it's from Chase.
Okay.
I mostly don't use that account.
These screenshots.
Screenshots, yeah.
Learn how to download a freaking PDF, lady.
I told you not to send screenshots.
Because
I don't know
it's
what
on
order
my
things
app.
are. I know. That's why I said go to a computer and download the PDFs. Okay. Okie dokie. See, I don't even know what this
Does it say the date
is.
on it?
Yes, but I can't see the start of the statement.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, this is so out of order. Okay, here we go.
Oh boy.
Okay. This is the statement. You just didn't download the PDF version.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Beginning balance -$5.
Oh my gosh.
And you had the job at the time. There is no excuse. There is no excuse.
The restaurant or the one before?
Hopefully not. Hopefully she wouldn't forget the
this
kid.
was just over 2 months ago. No, it was like a month and 2.5 weeks ago. If you had just lost your job and went through, a bunch of crazy stuff, and
the next time she follows instructions will be the first time. Yeah. Fair enough.
I'd say, okay, boom, that's a bad situation. Let's get out of it. You have been here twice.
Yes.
And I have shown you how to get out of this.
She's only gotten worse.
Why'd you start with a negative balance in your checking account in May?
Yeah.
In May. Yeah, it's been like that for a while.
Why? Why'd you not fix it?
Cash.
Can you just tell me why you have not fixed anything?
Fixed anything like name, like a name, name it.
Like not overdrafting on your accounts. Holy cow.
Huh?
Like what do you mean?
I've showed you how to manage your money and not be negative in a checking account ever again, and yet we are negative in a checking account. Why have you not fixed that? Why have you done nothing to fix that?
I'm not sure.
That's not an answer. That is not an answer. Because I want to help you. You have no
gosh.
idea how bad I wanted you to do well. You have no idea. And that's why I'm so upset right now. And I am kind of upset at you because you did not take the actions to do it. Usually I'm just upset at the situation. But in this case, I am a little upset at you as well.
Fair enough.
And I'm upset at the fact that I clearly care more about your well-being than you care about yourself. And I don't know what.
It does kind of feel that way a little bit.
What can I do to help you? This is just sad. I'm just sad.
Yeah.
I just don't want to talk about the car though, because I have to keep the car in order to get.
Oh my gosh, no, you don't.
We've already been over that, and you can take the bus. We already talked about that. Insert the clip now.
And then how would I get to work? Use the
9,000 and the 6 bus. You are busing until you save up $10,000.
How would I get to work?
Bus.
Without a car?
You ride the bus.
Oh, the bus.
Oh my god.
Yes. You can take the bus, but you decided no.
Love that clip.
I want
no bus. I've been taking the bus my whole life. I refuse.
You refuse. You refuse to do something that would help you.
To have a financial future. You refuse to have a financial presence.
Yes.
Present. Refuse. You said refuse. I refuse to pay to park. In a city where you have to park.
Pay to park?
I don't know whether
to go to your own job.
Whether something is should is a completely different conversation. Yeah. I don't go over what should be, what should not be. You go change that by voting and stuff like that, and that can be a conversation in different places. It would be irresponsible of me to sit on this table and be like, well, I wish this, I wish this, I wish this. Okay, that's your situation. No, here's the situation we are in, and here's the realities of how to deal with that in our current structure. And the structure is you do have to pay, and you actively chose not to. The reality is you could have taken the bus, you could have gotten rid of the car, and you could be in a future or a present situation where you're not negative in your checking account, and right now. You actively refuse.
I'm just going to go in for basically no retirement right now.
With the car, I can't sell that car.
What do you mean you can't sell that car?
What? So basically, the car is like what they're charging me is worth less.
Yes,
than I know.
I know now. When we originally talked, if you got rid of it at that time, it would have been a different story.
Yep.
But you decided to yourself.
Yep.
What about I'll do Uber.
You drive Uber?
I thought that you said that your car wasn't qualified for Uber because it kept on having problems.
I'm trying to do Uber, but my engine light is on, so I had to do the inspection and all of that.
And
they said if your engine light is on, so I had to get registered again because it's past the date. It says like June on my car, so I had to get it registered again. So I didn't get my
23% interest key is upside down. That's unbelievable. Yeah.
I had car insurance through the car company, but they told me how to get a secondary, so I never got it. Most places won't accept that first insurance.
So she got what did she buy? This place sounds like the shadiest place imaginable. What did they sell her? Because it sounds like it's not like actual car insurance. What the hell?
What? What is this insurance that you possibly have? Do you mean like
it's to do
warranty?
Uber, yeah. So I just got the car insurance because I know Uber makes pretty good money. So
it can, depending, but dude. All right, well, you started negative.
I had to sit back and ask myself, am I going to take my
career
into my own
they're making me watch the whole thing.
I'm very proud and happy to start my journey. This is my comeback.
I really do need to look into that ad block.
PurdueGlobal.edu.
She brought a sticker saying insurance.
The alarming spike in inflation soaring to its highest level in nearly 40 years.
Bare minimum coverage, maybe.
You cash apped out $140. Who knows where that went? Cashed app out $138. Who are you cash apping to pay bills? You live for free.
My boyfriend.
But you live for free.
Huh?
What bills is he paying? Why are you paying?
Like I had to send it on his card to pay for the bills, like my car payment.
Huh? Why are you paying him to pay for your car payment?
Because my account's negative. It's when it's negative on another account, it won't.
So
let
because
me,
of this weird song and dance, are we gonna count that as taking money from family or friends or not? Because it's kind of her money, but kind of not.
Use it, which is stupid.
What?
Oh, it's stupid that they won't let you take out more when you're freaking negative? What? Okay, we're gonna
it will not let me use the card when I'm negative on another account.
You wouldn't be negative on this account if you didn't send out $145, $138.
Oh my gosh. I'm very confused.
Does that not make sense? There's like some basic math here.
I'm bad at math. I failed.
Yeah.
Okay, this is like second grade math though.
Ha ha ha.
It's not funny to me. This isn't funny to me. A negative checking account is not funny. I understand you want to be positive,
trying your hardest and can't do second grade math?
You're also just not acknowledging your situation, which means you're not willing to do anything about your situation.
That's scary.
And this is making me feel nothing but just devastation, and I should not be feeling that more than you. Empower, $8? What's that?
It's a cash advance.
Oh, it's not funny.
I know, it's really annoying. Just crap that I'm going through is really annoying.
Cash App, so much Cash App, and then some Cash App came in.
Yeah, just basic logic, not math. Have more money in your account than you spend. Yep. If you have to finagle to pay your bills like that, it's pretty much screwed. I'm gonna count this as a payday loan. It's a cash advance, but similar enough.
Then we're doing
like my
Tyler,
family.
what the
What did you do?
I'm not laughing at. It's
Do
just
I have Cope laugh?
This is gonna be the last time I ever say it. So. And then we will probably never see each other again if you're not gonna improve your situation, because at this point I'll feel like I'm just talking to a brick wall.
You kind of are, yeah.
Allow other people to use this time who want to improve their situations. But this is the last time I'm gonna say this. This episode is. If you are negative in your checking account, you cannot afford a $17 McDonald's DoorDash delivery.
DoorDash, really?
You cannot afford that.
That's my dumb boyfriend.
That was your dumb boyfriend, blaming debt on others. Okay. Yeah, cash advance and Dave are basically payday loans, yeah.
You immediately deflected and tried to make an excuse and blame it on someone else. Are you ever going to take responsibility for anything?
Autocorrect is not your friend.
Yes.
Are you? So, will you do $17 McDonald's DoorDash deliveries again?
You always get screwed by autocorrect, don't you?
I don't want to order DoorDash. I want to actually. So now that I'm living there, she has a stove and everything. Where I was living, there's no stove, so I can cook. So I can go to the grocery store, buy.
That's fair enough. If you're living out of your car, that'd be
for like 2 weeks.
Hard.
To
cook.
So I don't have to buy anything out.
Chicken Express, we're spending $15.46.
Oh, come on.
Wendy's, Chipotle, $22 at Chipotle. You cannot afford this. You're not affording to live.
Oh, that's when I wasn't living at the lady's house, though. So I had to eat out. You know what is going to piss me off, though? You're not willing to pay $7. And again, it sucks. I'm not saying, that's great that you have to pay to park to go to your job. I'm not saying it does. But you're refusing, in your own words, to pay $7 so that you can go make 15 plus tips 8 hours a night, yet you will go spend $22 on Chipotle. Yeah. I promise you it's not $7.
I promise you it is. That's the place I parked to get over to the locations you're at. You're right. If you go park on Rainy Street, it's going to be like $40. But you don't work on Rainy Street. You told me where you work.
Do you know where Caesar Chav? I don't know.
Yes, I know. The downtown area is where.
It's either if it's not extremely far, the one across.
You would have to walked about 4 blocks, but that's worth it.
Yeah, if you're living in your car, you're walking to Mickey D's, not getting DoorDash or driving, I guess. You have the gas,
for $7?
Yes. 4 or 5 blocks.
I only just did the ones that.
Or you could have just listened to me and got a bus pass and took the bus, but.
My dad actually works for Metro, and I can get a free one. But I kept losing the card.
Free bus pass, but refuses.
Well, that's just really going to piss me off then. I'm sorry. I promise I am not trying to shame you or anything like that. I know some negative people think that that's the intention of the show, which is kind of gross, but it's because I'm pissed that I care about your situation more than you do. Chicken Express again.
But that's when I was living in my car, so I had to eat out.
Oh, how long did you live in your car? Okay, that's a different conversation.
2 months.
Wow, 2 months? You were homeless for 2 months?
Because I didn't want to live in Louisiana, so I was living in Louisiana for 4 months.
You went to Louisiana? Why?
I didn't like it. I hated it. I can't get nowhere. I can't meet nobody. Can't talk to people, network. So I moved. I
Louisiana.
Moved.
Wait,
why did you go there in the first place?
With Louisiana, because last time you lived in Austin, did you go to Louisiana for a bit?
Yeah, that's why I haven't talked.
Yes, go to a park and grill is also an option. Very true.
I moved to Louisiana and I was there for 4 months.
Why?
And I was working at a casino, but they lied to me and talking about like
they
you're gonna
lied
make
to me.
22 an
They
hour
lied to
and
me.
the only
Blaming
way
dead on
Now
others.
that you've said the last two places have lied at you, I'm immediately starting to become skeptical.
These jobs and managers always lie to you. Corporate America lies.
My gosh, really?
Okay, not that I'm saying they don't, but everything I'm hearing is just pushing the blame on other people except for yourself.
Yes.
Everything so far. You have not once taken responsibility for anything.
Yes.
But I'm very sorry you experienced homelessness. That is something I would never wish anyone. I can't think of someone I dislike
I'm doing eating out is greater than groceries.
right now.
I didn't see that before.
But even if there was someone that I like truly hated, I wouldn't want them to be homeless. And I'm so
I
sorry.
say that I have
that.
to eat.
I am so sorry.
Also kind of happened here too.
There is reasons in here where I'm sure. Okay.
Yeah. I know it's coming. Because I think she says it explicitly.
I get it.
In a bit.
I would still obviously rather. Oh, did you take advantage of some local resources, some food pantry situations?
Well, I was actually my boyfriend worked at the casino, and I was working at the casino. So we were living in the cabin. You're probably gonna think, we were living in this cabin for free. And, we were wasting the money. Obviously we were wasting the money for 4 months and we're living rent free.
He's not, is he?
Oh my gosh.
What's up with your boyfriend?
Oh, we also had late fees? Okay, bingo.
Is he an enabler?
Bingo.
Huh? No, definitely no. I used to be married and everything. I divorced. He was very, very, very controlling.
I don't think she knows what enablement means. I think that word just went over her head. I don't think she knows what it means. I think she's just like, oh, it means something bad, I guess.
Didn't let me do
she did overdraft, so I guess that counts.
But this guy though, blowing the money and stuff like that, is he a good influence in your life?
I think. I don't know yet.
How long have you guys
been
together?
Gosh, girl.
7 months.
7 months and you don't know.
Burger King, Chicken Express.
But I mean, who would there would be no guy that I would know that would come live within the car with me. They'll be like, no.
He lived in the car with you?
What?
Yeah. He can literally go to his mom's house and live there.
You guys were...
Wait, why can't you go and live at his mom's house? Because she wouldn't let you? What? This just sounds like even more of a mess. He needs an audit. What's going on with him?
Making some money.
Yeah.
And of course there are Section 8 can take a while to get into, and there are other resources and stuff like that. Where were you all prioritizing your money at that time?
He was definitely mostly the one blowing the money. Like,
what about your money?
Fair enough. It's a small space too. Make the most of it. I know a ton of dudes that would live in a car with a pretty girl.
I did some stuff. I feel like the number
van life meta,
money blower is food.
So why were you prioritizing food over a place to live potentially?
Why was I say that again?
Why were you prioritizing food over a place to live potentially?
I don't know how to answer that. Like
you also prioritized your car because your car is.
That's why. Yeah,
your car is the cost of a month's rent at a place.
Yeah, I had to make sure that I'm always like, car payment. It's like this. The number one thing on my mind all the time is really annoying.
Then you ended in the next month negative as well. So you're always paying all these extra fees because you're just ending negative, and yet we're still going to Starbucks and McDonald's and other things.
Because I feel like because I'm going through that situation, like I need something to.
When did you move into this person's place?
Oh, I need something to make me happy, so I'm going to bring myself into greater debt. Okay, that won't prolong your suffering at all.
Move into this person's place.
The cabin?
No, the place that the lived-in place that you're at right now.
The nanny thing.
So I feel like it's been probably a month. Yeah.
Okay.
So within that month. Okay. Now, you have a joint checking account with your boyfriend?
No, I don't.
Why'd you send me his?
It's just another account because I used that account.
His account?
Yeah. We do not have a joint account. I don't agree.
How do you use this?
Like Apple Pay for anything. And then, of course, he doesn't have his card. He lost his card. And if you order another one, then you got to wait for it, and then you can't make purchases.
I mean, Mickey D's does give you like... for like 2 seconds and then feel bad. There we go.
I mean, I think
they're
you
treating it
can
like one.
move
I
with
think.
Apple Pay, but it makes it kind of difficult. Like,
Hey, Ryan Reynolds here for, I guess, my 100th Mint commercial. No.
Goodbye, Deadpool. See you next time.
So this is his money? You're spending his money?
generally, when I came here, I was working first, and then
Right
you gotta
before
just
This account, whose money is in this account that you are spending?
Let's see. I would say, yeah, his money then.
And he's okay with you spending his money? What does he do for work?
I don't know if I want to say it on here. Home Depot.
Okay.
Oh, that's fine. No, there shouldn't be any issue.
It's
with
actually
that.
a pretty good company from what I
You
hear,
can cut
though.
that if you want, there shouldn't be any issue. Do you want that cut?
To work for?
Yeah, is that okay to say that?
Yeah,
That might be
Is that
more in the
like
corporate
too
offices,
personal?
but
Yeah.
still.
There's like a trillion Home Depots, and we've never said his name. So.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Home Depot, yeah.
So oh my gosh, this is just
because
crazy.
I've been dating
This
him
is just
since December. So
Cash apps in and out, and just some taquitos.
Hmm.
DoorDash, and we're still DoorDashing.
It's a lot of DoorDash.
like
Is there even a point of looking at his account?
Payments for DoorDash.
It's negative. It's going out.
Oh, it's going out. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because I would, yeah.
That one's also negative. There's lots of DoorDashing. So, whatever. I don't even know if there's a point of looking through that.
Yeah.
Does it even make sense for me to lay out a plan for you?
Probably not.
Does it?
Yeah.
You haven't listened to
Will
two
you
different plans
follow
so
it?
far.
I would try. I mean, I don't know how to. It's just because I feel like the plans that you're giving me, I had to spend something in order to like.
What?
I don't know. I feel like I have to spend like my credit. I have because my ex-husband ruined my credit.
I'm just gonna say concerned about credit
I
score.
owe like $6,000 in what is it called? Apartments. What is it called?
Yeah.
Like apartments on my credit.
Okay.
$6,000.
Go ahead and bring up your credit karma if
I
you
thought
can.
that was already removed.
Yeah, 472 credit score. Okay, I don't know if we've been through this credit a few
Oh.
times. This phone is
Yikes.
fucked up.
Do or do
How did I
not,
get
there is
this
no
messed
try.
up?
I dropped it once. And
That was a single drop?
single drop.
Oop, another two babies? Are you saying like at your work there is more harp playing? Or is it
find it?
something else?
And then the case broke.
Your payment history is 0%. You haven't made a single payment. Tom.
I want to make a payment. I was going to start making payments at this job, but then
Huh.
You need to go get a job anywhere in Austin. So, okay. Here's
I can't make 14 an hour, even though that was 14 an hour there, but it was tips though.
You can't make $0 an hour, which is what you're making now.
I had to make enough to be able to afford my car payment though.
You're making 0, which is less than 14 right now. So go get another job.
Yeah, twins are like two different babies sharing a very similar birth time. Aw, twins. That's adorable.
Should have got rid of this car, dude. This just shows what a car purchase can do. How it can just ruin you when you get you were taken advantage of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know what APR meant. When I saw 25, I was like,
That's what-
I didn't
25?
know what that meant.
So, Phoenix
They basically
Recovery,
spanned the hard
4,200.
song twice.
Approve
Nice.
me. Sorry, I didn't know.
Well, Phoenix Recovery, 4,200. So we have that in collections, 523 in collections, 421 in collections.
So one
But did your
apartment-
car go into collections? Because it doesn't even recognize you having a car at this point, a car loan.
Well, I make my payments late sometimes, so I don't know
Oh,
if that's
no.
an issue. But I make.
You know this car could get taken from you.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I know, but I've been making the payments.
Have you? Because it's not even... Okay.
Yeah,
Well, let me
I make the
That's
payments.
late.
It's just sometimes it's late.
Okay, let's see if the...
Oh my
yourself on this
gosh.
phone. Dynamic motors. Okay, here we go. 13,000.
Yeah, no, she kept on getting told to get out of the car, but nope. Nope. So at this point, it kind of is her fault. Yeah.
333.
Does it-
13,030.
Yeah, she could have returned
Like,
it.
does this make sense? So the apartment is on my credit, but I had a divorce decree saying that it will get removed. I called the collections company. They said, well, they will not accept that.
Keep
That is
calling.
total bull.
Have you contacted the credit bureaus?
No, I
Contact
they
the
said
credit-
only.
Apparently, like, a lot of people on the show are just, like, allergic to Google and can't just look up what that means. Yeah, she doesn't know anything about finances, but I don't want to put Never Learned About Finances because she's shown up on the show twice and he keeps on trying to explain things to her, so I don't know.
Do you have a physical piece of paper or whatever, a document that says from a court of law?
Yes.
Okay. Contact the credit bureaus. Look them up. There's 3 of them. Contact them and give them this information. The collections. They're just trying to make money.
Yeah.
Contact them. Seriously, contact them.
Credit bureau, like
the credit bureaus. There are credit bureaus. Like for example, there's TransUnion. Okay, the 3 credit bureaus are TransUnion, Experian, Equifax. So contact them.
Oh, you're right.
Show them that.
Fair enough. What is it? Annual? I think it's annual percentage rate.
If you have a court order saying you
that make most sense.
I don't know if I can even believe everything I'm hearing.
No, I swear to you, like I caught.
No, I know, but I want to make sure you understand. Even first, I want to make sure you even understand what it is. But either way, what's the car that you have? Year, make, model.
2014 Kia
Sorento. Like one of your favorite foods, Cats. I feel like you bring up fried rice a lot.
I don't know if it. I think it's 6 cylinders, but
that's the thing about the show, because of like all the DoorDash and stuff. Generally, end up getting really hungry.
I don't know.
How is it? Any damage?
So my boyfriend just hit something the other day.
Oh, come on. Now they damaged the car. Fried rice is manna from heaven.
I've never gotten a car accident.
How bad is it?
So there's a scratch and there's like a tiny piece that came off.
Okay.
He said he hit an animal
burgers.
or something.
Burgers. Yeah. That's more my speed.
Like a deer, I think.
But if you're into fried rice, that's cool too.
He was just making extra trips that night.
Does he want a financial audit?
Yeah. The true American Hispanic weeb.
Okay. He might be someone. Enough. He sounds like someone who needs to get audited. Because I think...
I have a friend who's like... He comes from like the countryest place possible. And dude is obsessed with sushi. It's hilarious.
Acting like you're a married couple. Sharing everything, having all this stuff. And though I would advise completely against that, I don't think I can convince you not to. I think I need you guys to be on the same page and almost get out of these debts and just get to a better place together.
He actually has no credit, so I feel like I should be able to get
Wait for the food in arcade?
Still spend
and
more money than you have. Is he living with you?
Yeah.
He's living for free.
Yeah. Wait, what? So this nanny position, which I was already kind of questioning her qualifications for a nanny position, is letting this strange dude live there too? Rent-free. To watch the kids. What?
There's no reason now. Is that him?
Yeah.
You guys are a cute couple.
Thank you.
Like, very nice couple. I want a better future for you guys. Please want it more than I do. Yeah. Before that wreck and stuff like that, I think you could have sold this car.
Boyfriend crashing your vehicle, totally not an issue. Yeah. Weep for the food, pop music, and K-dramas. K-dramas is a different thing. Those are Korea boos.
Private sale?
If I can sell
K-pop
more
and
like
8,000, K-dramas is like a Korea boo, not a weeb.
Able to. I'm seeing like an average selling of like 8,500. I'm seeing some go all the way up to 12,000. Pull that up again. Sorry. Can you unlock that?
Credit Karma?
Yeah.
Like when they say
I think weeb is specifically for Japan.
Like a lie because of interest? It's more than 15,000, right?
What is?
You know how, like if it's 15, say the car is.
What are you saying?
So it's like 15,000.
Yeah, you can be both.
How much it is, and
how much? What is
the car?
No, it's 13,033. Is what you owe.
That's the exact price.
No
interest.
What?
What are you talking about?
So I feel like so it's been a year or a couple months.
No, what is that $15,000 number? Just assign that to something.
Okay, so if it's both J-pop and K-pop, then you're both a weeb and a Korea boo. But I think she's trying to understand how interest works, because she's like, oh, because of the interest, I owe more. So she's somewhat getting it, kind of, but like not really.
How much the car is worth? I mean, how much they're charging me for?
If she paid all the interest, what would it be?
Potentially.
Yeah, but I'm saying, is it kind of like more than that? Because I saw something in statement saying 25,000 because of overtime.
Yes, okay, that's probably what it is. Yeah. Yes, because the interest rate is disgusting, death, absolute like pits of.
Yeah.
Tartarus.
Kia Sorento EX V6, Kia Sorento Limited V6, LX46.
Does it say SX. What it looks like? That's the part I don't know.
They all look the same.
To be fair,
I think it's 6-cylinder.
Those were the 6-cylinder ones. You just don't know which one beyond that?
Huh?
Yeah.
So you're 13,033. What's the interest rate on this thing again? 25%?
Something, yeah, 25.
What's your monthly payment minimum?
600.
600.
600. And you put 1,000 on the video.
Well,
it's
no,
not 1,000.
No, it was because you remember you financed your down payment.
Yeah.
But that's done. Oh, don't tell me you forgot that. You said, "Oh no."
So you did watch the video. So you could have reviewed it, but you were just mad because on the first video when he mentioned about when you had to finance the down payment that it would. What?
To work 15.
I'm not willing
to work. I refuse to work for $15 an hour because I can't make my car payment $600 a month. You only need to work 40 hours. Well, I mean, that's a lot because the car payment is too expensive for that income. But you need to work 40 hours to make that. That should be what you're minimum making a week. So you can work $15 an hour.
I'm a medium well person with steak.
By the way, to be very clear. So yes,
but
you can work $15
steak has like climbed up my food tier list ever since my friend like makes the best steak. You can cut that shit with a butter knife. It's so good.
Hour before tips and pay for your car by working 1 week, and then have the other money going towards saving your future and not going negative on checking. I don't think we're gonna make any progress here. I'm so okay.
You guys are medium rare guys. Fair enough.
I just need to see what
I hear that's the way to have it. If you're like a foodie.
My dad talks to me probably worse.
Does your dad know what he's talking about?
Yeah, he.
How's your dad's financial situation?
I think he's in debt.
Well, don't listen to people who are bad with money.
I mean, he does Metro, but he makes like 50 an hour.
I don't care what he makes
if he makes making good money means nothing. It's how they spend the money. Does she think just because he makes more that he knows more about money? That's this poor girl. I don't know how to help her at this point. It's like, what can you do?
He doesn't. If his personal finances are not good, what's the mileage on that car?
Yeah, no offense to my mom, but the first time I had steak, it was well done, and I thought I hated steak, but it turns out it was just because it was so chewy and stuff because it was well done.
It was really high now, 177.
But once I had like medium well, it was like, oh, this is amazing.
On the right side,
front.
So like where the tire is, it's
front
like
or back?
Thing.
Front.
Back. It's that, and then the edge on the side is like a kind of like a scratch. I could have easily sold the car, and now it makes it even harder for me to sell it now because I've done.
Yeah, it's gonna be like $5,000.
That's how much it's worth.
Yeah. KBB is a little under typically, especially in the wild car market that we're still dealing with. So maybe 6,000, 7,000, but even still, you're drastically under. Here's the thing. We've been talking for 44 minutes, 46 seconds. I don't know what progress we can make.
I kind of just want to pay the credit stuff off.
This is all I should think about. Maybe I've overcomplicated things in the past. This is it. You live for free right now to work a little bit on the weekends. Okay.
You're so close.
Ask your doctor about New Becca.
Wayfair's Labor Day clearance is back, and a new season means new savings.
I don't want people to track you down. It's not going to get weird. Point to the area on this map, off camera. Just point to it. Where you
I loved Well Done and Trying Rare was like, I could finally see clearly.
live.
Fair enough.
Just the general area of town that you're in. Just point to it on the map. General area that you're in. Down. Well, it's not up. That's north. East is to your right. So you live in that area. I know you live in that area. I actually lived in that area before. Okie dokie.
Okay.
Essentially west side of Austin. Okay, cool. In the west side of Austin, there are lots of rich folk.
Yeah. I wonder if the live-in situation is using her, honestly. Couldn't Because not to be mean, but it's not hard to trick her. Yeah, it's very easy to trick her, but also at the same time, like she has like her boyfriend staying there. I don't know what's going on with that situation. It just sounds kind of weird.
In the Westlake area, in the Capital Texas area, in the Center Ranch area, in the Four Points area, in the Lakeway area. You can go work a job for $15 an hour starting today. I promise. There have been some setbacks in the job market. Honestly, a lot of that stuff is starting to come back anyway, and just based on job numbers.
I think they always had like some of the best robotics
all the
teams.
tech troubles and whatever. I want to take a brief moment to thank today's sponsor, Course Careers. If you want to start a high-paying career in the technologies in the experiences industry, which includes restaurants, to hire, they are dramatically behind workers. You need to go make $15 an hour before or after tips. I don't give a You can go get that job today. I promise, because McDonald's has desperately hiring $15 an hour signs and $16 an hour signs when I go get me some McNugs. So you can go get that. And you are going to work 40 hours a week minimum. Maybe that's at 2 different locations.
That's those guys.
Fair enough. I don't like going down. I like going up.
I don't give a shit. Your payment is $0 right now. Anything is up from that.
But the most I've made is 19, so I like to go up.
I don't care. You're making $0.
Chick. Again, with the second grade math. $14 is greater than 0. And you just need something greater than 0.
Right now, you are making $0 right now. Above that is $1. Above that is $2. Above that is $3.
I don't think I have any squeaking. That's unfortunate.
I don't care if you want to go up right now. You're making nothing. Please, Tyler. I just want you to survive. I want you to get out of this car debt. I want you to be able to exist and not be negative in your checking account, please. The fact that you just said this, I want to cut this interview off now because I don't think we're going to make any
You don't get to like anything until you got a pile called an emergency fund. Fair enough.
Literally, the plan I was going to lay out, and this is it, is the most simplistic thing ever. Go work 40 hours a week at a 15-hour job, which you can go get in Austin now, I promise. In just 1 week of earnings before taxes, you will have been able to pay your car payment. Now, you don't have any other expenses because you live for free right now. What you do with that is you just save up a couple months emergency fund, pay on the collections that you cannot get settled with the credit bureaus by showing them the court of law thing, and then literally have a 6-month emergency.
You're going to need her to repeat all of this. Look at, because I don't think it's getting through.
Emergency fund, and then you can start investing 20% of your income. And you can live, honestly, I'd invest 30%, and you can just have fun off the other 70% because you don't have any needs. Does she provide all groceries?
No.
Okay. So you'll have a little bit of needs. You'll have gas and insurance and other things like that, but your needs category should be still very low. You can spend so much money on fun, but all you have to do now is just go get this other job.
Empty? Maybe.
Go get this other job. And I'm sorry that I know I can be very intense. And I can be very loud. This is my personality. It is not by any means to shame you. It's just because I want you to do so well, and there's no reason you shouldn't have done well at this point.
Genuine.
And I'm upset at you for not caring about your future more than I do. Here. Dude, all you have to do is just go get that job with the car you refuse to get rid of. Work 40 hours a week at a couple different jobs. Work more than that, honestly. Save up a 2-month emergency fund. Pay down this car as quick as you can. And you should be able to do that. 40 hours a week, doing that, having almost no needs. You should be able to pay this car off in like 6 months.
Actually, I have a job, but it doesn't start till September. It's with the University of Texas.
Everyone's frustrated at this point.
But it's like when football season starts, it's every Saturday.
Okay, well, you're going to be working Monday through Friday in another job.
Yeah.
Again, 40 hours a week somewhere else. Do that. Bonus money. Anything else you can make to just throw towards this car. You need to be making extra payments on this car. Whatever you save up a 1 to 2 month emergency fund, whatever it costs for you to live, groceries, gas, all that stuff, and debt payments. You save that up. You have that on the side. You never touch that. then all the money you are making besides your needs, which is just groceries because you're not door dashing, eating out, anything, you are putting that all towards your car on a monthly basis, and this should be paid off in 6 months. There's really no reason to, because your needs is practically nothing. And you should be working 40, 50, honestly 60 hours a week, but at least 40. And a couple different jobs, $15 an hour minimum. Honestly, if it's even lower than that, which really isn't the case in Austin and many little places, that's fine. Just bring in the money, work 14 hours a week. And then...
So use some of it to pay off the debt.
All of it.
Oh my gosh.
All of it that is not going to your needs after the 2-month emergency fund goes to paying down the car. The car should be paid off in 6 to 7 to 8 months. And then you save up the rest of the emergency fund, 6 months of what you need. Minimum $10,000, just in case something bad happens to the car and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So minimum $10,000 is saved up, or a 6-month emergency fund, whatever one's larger.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Everyday prices are too high.
November's gonna be insane.
And then at that point, you just invest 20 to 30% of your income, live off your needs, which are well below 50%.
Oh yeah, it doesn't like downtown parking. Good luck with UT parking. Fair enough. Yeah. Oh yeah, no. Yuck.
Of your income.
I want to invest really
then
I mean, that is downtown parking. UT's downtown, but even it's probably even more congested in the campus area.
And spend the rest on fun, but just follow what I did. All that's dependent on this is stop. These are the key things you have to change right now. Stop eating out. Stop blaming everyone else. Everything, you did not take responsibility for one thing. You push the blame on everything else. Stop that. Take responsibility for yourself. Go get another job immediately. That's a I love you F word, because I care. I just say a lot. Sorry. So
that's still downtown. It's in that area. You know what I mean?
You get to live a good life. But I don't want to talk again until you actually start caring about your own life and have the actions behind it. Other than that, there's nothing else to be said. There's nothing else to be said. Anything that you could say now would just be an excuse.
Yeah,
and
probably.
I'm sorry that you went through those extra things. I can, like, the fact that you were in your car and stuff like that.
I just wanted to come back to Austin really bad.
No, sure. The fact that you went through that.
Why did you go to Louisiana in the first place? Did she ever tell us why? Like, why?
Dude, I feel so sorry, and I would never want anyone to go through that, and you should never have to go through that again, and I don't want you to. That's why we get an emergency fund. Not having an emergency fund is an emergency. You pay off this debt. You have the emergency fund, minimum $10,000.
Oh, just
you shouldn't have to experience
for
that
casino
again.
fun.
And I never want you to.
Now
was
it's
time to take accountability.
Something specific about the job? It's like, oh, I'm definitely going to go to the casino because it pays well or something. I don't get it. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Houston's a little bit better with the parking, because the thing is, like, Austin like exploded, and then like everything was turned into like a parking garage, and there's so much parallel parking and all that type of stuff. It's a little bit much.
Actually, desire to live a better life, you will do it. Now, go do it. That's the end of the conversation. Anything else will be an excuse.
Should I get a credit union?
Why?
That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Don't look for extra shortcuts. I just laid out the path. Follow the path.
Have her repeat the path.
Basic. Do that. If you don't, there's really no point. You're just going to be in this endless cycle forever, and that'll just be that's just a sad way to live that no one should have to live.
Yeah, you can park on the highway because you never move in Houston. Very true.
Have the choice, and I've given you the path to not live that. What you do from now on is your choice. That's it. For Tyler, it's a devastating situation.
You should have had her repeat
it. She has been through a lot, and there's sympathy to be had there. Absolutely. I just don't want her to make excuses going forward. And I know I can be a lot and pretty intense at times, but this is how I show my emotions when I'm invested and when I care, because I want her to do better. I just, I really hope she does. I'm not going to have her back on until she does.
Yeah.
I will help her along the way via text or phone call or email, whatever it takes, but it's a bad situation, and I personally feel right now pretty upset, to be completely honest. Hammer Financial Score, fair. Obviously, just overall 0 out of 10. Don't even have to break that down.
Okay, good.
So 0 out of 10 across the board. And
biggest achievement in this saga, no surprise baby at least. Oh, wait. Don't jinx her. We don't know what's going on with her right now.
Yeah. If I didn't care, I just wouldn't say anything. I wanted to have her back on, not knowing what her situation would be like, hoping that it's better, and it wasn't. If anything, it's worse, and I hope she actually improves it and lives a better future. Check out all the resources linked in the description below. I have some paid affiliate links there.
Well,
and don't forget to follow my Instagram.
I think it was probably a 0 the whole time. Because like the early ones was just like pull out of your ass financial Caleb Hammer financial score when they didn't really have like a standard to measure against. It was just like saying like a random number basically. I'm gonna say Caleb is not a magic pill just because I feel like this is the greatest like example. You need to actually do the work, otherwise you can make as many plans for you as you want. Like you need to actually follow them. Otherwise nothing happens. She wasn't even overdrafting last episode though. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, let's see. This was a tough one. Some openness and honesty from me. I feel embarrassed for losing my temper when she wouldn't listen to me and I yelled. It was an immature response, but I don't ever want to cut anything just to make me look better. I anyways want to be as open as possible. I feel such a connection to these people. I truly want them to do better. It's really tough to see someone go down this path. Fair enough, but I don't think he was as angry as he generally gets. Dealt with people in retail for 20 years. This woman is the type of person who will buy a $1 can of soda 24 times because buying $10 for a case of 24 sodas is too expensive. Oh my gosh. I guess if you're not familiar with basic math, if she's not allowed back on the property, there's way, way more to the story about the job than we're hearing. Maybe. Imagine paying $25,000 for a decade-old Kia and fighting tooth and nail to keep it because you hate your free bus pass. Ugh. Reason she got fired. Left late twice. Time theft. Using company property for personal use. Not providing 24-hour notice of absence, all in less than a month. Which one? The soda one? Or the $25,000 for a Kia one? Wait, which one? All her past employers have lied to her. Her ex ruined her credit. Her current boyfriend is the one who recklessly spends. Her current boyfriend wrecked her car. Her most recent job treated her unfairly. Refuses to pay for parking because she shouldn't. Refuses to take the bus even though she could do it for free because she refuses. If only the rest of the world would get out of her way, she would finally be able to achieve stability in her life. The soda one. Oh wait, all of them. Fair enough. Fair enough. And that is the unfortunate conclusion, or at least conclusion at this time, of the Tyler saga. I'm pretty sure this is the end of the Tyler saga, unless I don't see a way that she actually pulls herself out of this. Just because I don't know how she'll be able to learn, if that makes sense. I don't want to be mean, but I hope that you get the sense of this just after watching all these episodes. It's very hard to get through to her, and I think it's just she doesn't, like, have the vocabulary of what's going on. I don't know if she just needs, like, someone very patient to, like, be with her and walk her through these things even in an even slower manner. I don't know what could actually help her. I really don't. I wish that she could get help, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. Yeah, if you're thinking about financing the down payment for a Kia, this will be your life too, yeah. Very dense wall, fair enough. But yeah, thank you for joining us. If you'd like to see these live, come over on Twitch, follow over here, join the Rat Pack. Thank you, Spoon and Cats. I appreciate you guys. Hope you have a good day. Next time on the Caleb Hammer Reactions, what will the content gotcha bring us? Who knows? Join us next time on Twitch. Same rat time. Same rat channel. If you did like this video, please like and subscribe, and follow on Twitch if you're interested in seeing these live. I hope you have a good day, and thank you for your time. Goodbye.